One of the things I love the most about presenting on Vibe 107.6 is talking to some amazing and incredibly talented people. And one person I'm talking to today, who I'm really excited to chat to, is someone who you've probably heard on Vibe recently, and also you're most likely, definitely going to be hearing a lot more of, because she's only just getting started. Joining me today remotely, of course, is Josie Man. Hey Josie, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you so much for chatting to me. First of all, how has your lockdown been?
Um, this lockdown has been way better than the last one, I think, because I know how it's working, so I can kind of adjust mentally to it. And the first one was a bit of a shock, like, oh my God, like, what do I do with myself? But now I can I'm able to adapt to it easier, and it's not so difficult. But yeah, it's weird. But this time I'm able to actually go to sessions and stuff, because it's work, which is amazing, which is funny. I'm like, are you sure? And so yeah, I've been able to go to studios and stuff, which has helped me very much mentally, because I can go out and be with other people.
And that's so important, isn't it? It's like you said, the first lockdown was totally different to what this lockdown is, because I think we kind of know what to expect a bit more now, and we know that we can do a bit more than we did last time. So during the first one, did you have any sort of virtual things going on? What did you get up to? How did you spend your time?
Yeah, I mean, I spent my time focusing on myself. My team were really good with like being like, no pressure at all, like we're all in this together. So I spent a lot of time like meditating, doing lots of like research on why maybe I felt a certain way before, and like really being able to dig deep to like root causes of things also, which helped me understand like me more as a person and things that maybe I need to change moving forward, which has helped me also write as well, like have new things to talk about. I did try some virtual Zoom sessions, like songwriting, but it just didn't work for me. It's like I really pick up on people's energies when I'm around them, so it was literally like a massive delay. It just wasn't working for me. So yeah, I didn't do much writing back then. I just did a lot of like relaxing, trying to keep calm, and just like resetting really.
I guess that kind of brings me on to my next question, which is about your genre of music. Because on your website, you mentioned that your genre is identity pop. Now, that's something I've never heard of. So what does that mean?
Well, it's definitely a made up thing. And
All the best things are.
Because like people would ask me like, what's your genre? Oh sorry, I just realised it was really dark outside. It's only 4 o'clock. People say like, what's your genre? And I'd be like, I literally have one, and I don't want to just be in one. And it's kind of just like me as a music form. So like my identity as music basically, and how I feel that day, and not putting any like specific genre to it. So yeah, that's where that came from.
You've got a brand new single called Grow, which is out now. You released your debut AP in Feb 2020. Now, you're going to have to help me with this. Is it a loving boot hang or a loving boo thang, like you're getting sassy with the word thing?
Yeah, a loving boo thang.
Oh, a boo thang. I love that.
Yeah.
I read it and I was like, I don't know how to handle this, but I'm just going to ask. Cool. And how was the reaction to that when that was released in Feb?
No, yeah, it was amazing. Whenever it was like my first time releasing, but I never wanted to like, okay, this is going to happen and this will happen. And I think that's the best way for me to be, just so I don't set myself up for like sadness. But the response to it was really amazing, and like I just didn't expect people to like it. Well, as many people to like it. So amazing feeling. And yeah, it made me like, it reassured me that like I'm not just like this weirdo like do music, and that people actually listen to me, because there was a fear of like people might not get you, or think that it's like babyish or whatever. But now I'm just like, do you know what, I love it, so that's all that matters.
I've just noticed the ukulele chords sheet on the wall in the background. Love that. Is this your home studio that you're in now?
Yeah. I go in here like just for a bit of peace and quiet, because we've got a new puppy, and he just not stop barking. Like, it's like really high and it's really annoying. Bless him. I love coming in here to just be by myself. Yeah,
a sort of happy place that you can.
Yeah,
it's great that you're still able to do that. You're able to do all of your music and stuff from home, and you've got that place that is yours that you can be creative in.
Definitely, yeah. And I feel like so severely grateful that I have this place to come, and yeah.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Your music strikes me as it's so sort of positive and uplifting, and it spreads this message of being yourself and not really caring about what other people might think or might say. But it doesn't fall into the sort of cliche of what a lot of pop can at the moment, of sort of being like just being not genuine about it. You know,
Yeah, for
a
sure.
sort of authenticity about it. But how do you strike the balance between that?
I think I just always use my real emotions to put it into a song, and it's always like comes straight, like the lyric ideas or like the concept of the song will always come from me, and a lot of the time it's usually from a place of hurt, but I'm able to come through from it, and then that's how I want to share. I want to like show that you can go through things and then overcome it and then share it with everyone else. And that's what my passion of music is that like music is such a release. Like it releases so many emotions in our body, like actually physically, and I think that's where that comes from. It really does come from within.
And is that the same for Grow, your new single? What was the sort of process of that coming about?
Yeah, so I actually wrote that song last, I think it was October, with Hannah and Josh, and we got there that day because we've got this like really amazing connection, all of us, and Hannah and I were there, and we looked at each other and we just started crying. So we definitely put that emotion into the song, and it was just basically us being like, we're so proud of us for being here today, being okay, getting on with things, and it was just kind of like talking about how you can really be in a bad place, but you can also come from that, and it's okay to be emotional about it, and there was always like a light at the end, and you'll always be okay. And also like that growth is such a key thing for change, and for the best as well, so that's what that's about.
Do you know, it's so refreshing to hear a music artist sort of talk like that, because I feel like a lot of music at the moment and a lot of the industry is just about what you look like and what people think of you.
Yeah.
It's so refreshing and uplifting to hear you talk so positively just about just being yourself and about feeling any way you want to feel.
Yeah, I'm very much like I'm not like, I don't want it to be like this thing where like, oh, Josie's like this perfect person. Like it's such like, I just want to help people. That's what music is about for me. And yeah, I'm not one of those people, like I'm not in with anyone. I've literally got 2 friends and I'm okay with that. I'm such like a homebody and like, so just a bit of a freak really, but like in the best way.
Yeah.
And yeah, to me it's like not about what you look like, it's about what you have to say. And I want to put that in my music as well, because it can be like, with the industry as well, I find it hard to get my head around it, because it can definitely be like, oh, let's do this so that you look like this, or but luckily my team really get me as well, and they would never like force me to be someone I'm not. So it's definitely the people around me that help with that as well.
Well, I think the message that you put out, not only in your music but in your social media and your YouTube and stuff, is it's so compliant with everything that you've just said. It's so on brand, I suppose, for want of a better phrase. And I love your Instagram. I was having a look through yesterday, and it's just so much fun, and it's cool, and it's just so sort of free. How can people sort of stay in touch with your social media and your YouTube, and how can people get in touch with you and keep up to date with what's going on?
Yeah, so my Instagram is A Groovy Boo Thang. That's where the EP name came from. And the name, basically, people are always like, what does that mean? And basically, for me, the word looks like a picture. I don't know if that makes any sense. It's like, because all the way, I don't know, it just looks like it doesn't look like a word. And I was just sitting there on the sofa and I was like, I really like the look of that, like the way it looks to my eyes. So yeah, that's where that weird funny name came from. But yeah, or like Josie Man on Spotify, and yeah.
Cool. So just anywhere we can search Josie Man. Groovy Boothang is your social media.
Find me. Yeah.
Yeah. What's next for Josie Man? Obviously, you've literally only just had a single out, but are you looking ahead? Are you thinking just let's just chill out for a bit? What's on your mind?
Well, I've got loads of songs. I've literally got like 100 songs. And I've got a single coming out called Cuts and Bruises. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say that. And then I've got another single after that. And then I'm going to put out an EP, which I'm really excited for. I feel like it's just like a more grown up and deep version of my last EP. Still very like true to me, but just like as I've grown. And yeah, so I'm really excited. And then, yeah, I'm not going to do an album yet, I don't think. I think it's a bit too soon. But I definitely will be doing an album.
Great. Well, I mean, I'm excited to hear more stuff from you.
Yeah.
Josie, it's been amazing talking to you. It's a shame that all of these interviews that we have to do at the moment are remote, but I really hope that in the future we can have you in the studio and maybe doing some live stuff and stuff. It'd be really, really cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, take care of yourself. Please
Thank you for
enjoy
having
the rest of your lockdown. Stay safe and keep being creative. And please do stay in touch. It's been lovely chatting.
me. Thank you.
Speak soon.